Planning a Sri Lanka tour from India? You have just clicked on the perfect video. In the next few minutes, I will walk you through the prime attractions across Sri Lanka, covering beaches, cultural wonders, tea plantations, safaris, and heritage towns. You will also get details on the best time to visit, transport, and accommodation for both families and honeymooners. But here's the big question. With so many things to see in Sri Lanka, should you spend more time in the hill country or at the beaches? Stay till the end and you will know exactly how to plan. Sri Lanka, often called the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, is small in size but incredibly diverse. In the north and central part of the country, you will get ancient cities, UNESCO temples and wildlife safaris. Tea plantations, waterfalls and scenic train rides form the country's hilly region. In the south and west, enjoy golden beaches, fort towns and luxury resorts. But before planning, the first question is, when's the best season to visit? December to April is best for south and west coast beaches. May to September is ideal for north and east coast. Central highlands like Kandy, Nuwara Eliya and Ella are year-round destinations. So, when should you go? Let's explore the itineraries and decide. Whether you are planning for a 14-day, 10-day or 7-day tour to Sri Lanka, here is an itinerary for each duration. Let's begin with the 14-day tour plan and then I will customize it for 7 and 10 days. But please remember, the more days you have, the more comfortably you can explore all the parts of this beautiful country. Day 1. On the first day of our Sri Lanka trip, we landed at Bandaranaike International Airport, Colombo. A short 30-minute drive took us to Negombo, a seaside town known as Little Rome because of its colonial churches and Portuguese heritage. After checking into our beach resort, we had two options: relax by the shore or take a lagoon boat ride through mangroves and fishing villages. This experience takes 1 to 2 hours. By evening, we enjoyed a golden sunset. We had fresh seafood dinner at a local restaurant. Day 2. The second day was kept relaxed to recover from the travel. We started with the Negombo Dutch fort, built in the 16th century by the Portuguese and later expanded by the Dutch. Next, we visited the Negombo fish market, one of Sri Lanka's busiest. Fishermen auction off their daily catch, and the lively atmosphere is an authentic cultural experience. You will get a tuk-tuk from the resort to get there, and the visit takes 1 to 1.5 hours. In the evening, we enjoyed time by the pool and beach. Day 3. On the third day, we travelled inland on a 4 to 5 hour car journey to Sigiriya, located in the country's cultural triangle. Sigiriya is famous for its iconic Lion Rock Fortress, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that was once the royal citadel of King Kashyap in the 5th century AD. After checking into our jungle lodge, we spent the evening at leisure, surrounded by greenery. Local tuk-tuks are easily available for short rides. Day 4. We began the day early to climb the Sigiriya Rock Fortress, often called the 8th wonder of the world. The climb takes 2 to 3 hours with stops at Frescoes Gallery, the Mirror Wall and finally the palace ruins at the top. The panoramic views were unforgettable. Entry tickets are required here. In the afternoon, we joined a village safari tour, riding in a bullock cart, canoeing across a small lake and enjoying a traditional home-cooked meal in a mud house. The activity lasts about 2 to 3 hours. Day 5. The fifth day was split between ancient history and wildlife. In the morning, we explored Polonnaruwa, Sri Lanka's medieval capital from the 11th century. First, we explored the royal palace ruins. Next, we went to the Gal Vihara stone-carved Buddhas. After that, we enjoyed at the Parakarma Samudra Lake. In the afternoon, we went on a Mineria National Park safari. This park is world famous for its elephant gatherings, where herds come to drink and bathe at the reservoir. Here we spotted elephants, peacocks and deer. Day 6. On the 6th day, we left Sigiriya and drove 3 hours to Kandy. Along the way, we visited the Dambula Cave Temple, a UNESCO site with 5 rock caves filled with 150 Buddha statues and colorful murals. By evening, we arrived in Kandy, Sri Lanka's last royal capital. We visited the temple of the tooth relic, which houses a sacred tooth of Lord Buddha, and attended the evening puja. Day 7. The 7th day was more relaxed. We began at the Peradeniya Botanical Gardens, famous for orchids and royal palms. In the afternoon, we walked around the peaceful Kandy Lake. Day 8. On the 8th day, we travelled by scenic train into the misty hill country of Nuwara Eliya, known as Little England for its colonial architecture. The train ride takes 4 to 5 hours. On arrival, we visited a tea factory to see how famous Ceylon tea is made. Tastings are usually included in the tour. Later, we walked around the Gregory Lake, where boat rides are available. Day 9. The 9th day was easygoing. We visited the Haggala Botanical Gardens, famous for roses and orchids, which takes about 2 hours to explore. Then we stopped by the strawberry farm where we picked fresh berries and enjoy a quiet stroll in Victoria Park. Day 10. On the 10th day, we boarded one of the world's most scenic train rides from Nuwara Eliya to Ella. The 3 to 4 hour journey offers breathtaking views of tea plantations, valleys and waterfalls. In Ella, we visited the 9 Arches Bridge, an engineering marvel from the colonial era. Next, we explored the refreshing Ravana Falls. A tuk-tuk ride to both spots are available at few hundred rupees. Day 11. The 11th day was all about relaxation. In the morning, we hiked up the Little Adams Peak, a short and easy trail of about 45 minutes that rewards you with panoramic valley views. The afternoon was free to relax in Ella's hillside cafes, or you can enjoy a spa session with Ayurvedic treatments. Day 12. On the 12th day, we drove 4 hours to Yala National Park, Sri Lanka's most famous wildlife reserve, known for having one of the highest leopard densities in the world. Yala also shelters elephants, sloth bears and crocodiles. By evening, we set out on a 3-hour jeep safari in Yala. Day 13. We began the day with an optional early morning safari before driving down the southern coast. We stopped at Galle Fort, a 16th century Dutch fortress and UNESCO World Heritage Site, exploring the cobblestone streets and ramparts. By evening, we continued to Bentota, a luxury beach resort town. After checking in, we enjoyed a relaxed evening by the sea. Day 14. On the final day, we enjoyed a relaxed morning at Bentota Beach with optional water sports like jet skiing and banana boat rides. By afternoon, we drove back to Colombo for around 2 hours. We did a short city tour covering Galle Face Grid. Finally, we headed to the airport for our flight back to India, ending our 14-day Sri Lanka adventure filled with beaches, temples, safaris and hill country charm. Now, to fit everything into 7 days, skip Polonnaruwa, Mineria, Yala, full leisure days. With 10 days, you can enjoy the cultural triangle, hill country and south coast. Skip extra leisure days in Negombo, Polonnaruwa, Yala safari, unless you replace Bentota with Yala. But once you have decided your itinerary, the next question is, where should you stay for the best experience? Sri Lanka offers stays for every mood. In Negombo, beach resorts are perfect for a relaxed start. Near Sigiriya, jungle lodges bring you close to Lion Rock. In Kandy, hotels around the lake make cultural sites easy to explore. The hill towns of Nuwara and Ella offer colonial bungalows and tea estate villas, while Yala has safari lodges beside the park. Finally, Bentota is all about luxury beach resorts, ideal for families and couples. For online booking links and details, please check the description box below. But how do you actually move around Sri Lanka efficiently? Traveling around Sri Lanka is simple. Most families hire a private car with driver at about few thousand rupees per day. But the highlight is a train ride from Kandy to Ella, winding through tea gardens and waterfalls. Within towns, tuk-tuks are quick and fun. Hope you got all the information you need to plan your Sri Lanka trip. If you love this tour plan, don't forget to like and share the video. And here is my question for you. If you are visiting Sri Lanka, would you spend more days in the hill country with tea plantations or on the southern beaches with luxury resorts? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching it.